Hey, welcome to Stand By with JJ and Francisco.
I'm Francisco. I was gonna say I'm JJ.
Were you? You can be JJ today
All
if
right,
you
all
want.
right. But yeah, today we talk about traveling and how you like it one way and I like it the better way.
Well, that traveling, not sex.
Yes,
But
yes.
it's it's up for debate.
Yeah.
Traveling, and then and Francisco's got a new short film out on HBO Max, so we had to kick off with chatting
And
about
talk
that.
about it. Watch it, zoo animals. But yeah, listen up and let's go.
Here we go. You had a good week, man?
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, yeah, it was a busy week.
Yeah, I've been. Well, yeah. I mean, busy as we can be. We're
Busy
watching,
in my house,
yeah.
trying to pretend to be busy.
Trying to make yourself
Yeah.
busy. Yeah. If you can like consider binge watching a show, like,
Oh,
I've got time to fit it into my
I
schedule
watched
now.
the Queen's Gambit. Have you
Oh
seen it?
yeah. No, I watched the first episode of it. Very
Yeah.
good.
It's actually
Very entertaining.
the most watched show on Netflix of limited release.
Did you know notice that's happening with everything? Anything that comes out that is
Yeah.
a little bit good, everybody's going crazy. Like, this
Crazy.
is the greatest thing
Yeah.
ever. And it's like, okay.
Well,
all
that's
right,
that's
let's
pretty
hold on
much everything. You
Yeah.
know, with food or
there. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
coconut water and shit.
Oh God, coconut water. That's true.
Remember
too.
that?
Like, I do remember that.
Or
Oh, it's
pokey.
so good for you.
Pokey got became big.
Oh, isn't poke still big?
No, it's not big
All right.
anymore. No, nobody
Oh,
does
I must have
Pokey.
missed that. I missed that. I missed that food trend.
Sorry, bro.
Oh, really?
Pokey so 2017.
Oh, I'm all about the poke. I love it. I love the poke. I tell you what I saw on the TV screen.
Yeah.
Can we call it that?
No, I mean, there's no
But,
a screen. Yes.
There's a little
that's right.
there's a little short film on HBO Max. Starring. He's recognizable. I can't feel like I recognize. He looks so distinctly different with
This is where the actual editing, you see the thing popped up right here.
Oh,
While
yeah.
you're saying that, it should
Yeah,
popped up right
everybody click on it. Francisco's got a new short film on HBO Max. It's hilarious, man. Really
Thank
funny.
you. Thank
It's
you.
7 minutes long, so yeah, do click on the
So,
thing
yeah, you
that
can-
Francisco was just pointing at.
Yeah, right here.
Do that. Check it out. 7 minutes. I gotta say, man, fantastic. Fantastic premise. I was laughing, and then Brian and I, the button at the end is
liked it?
really funny
Yeah.
as well.
It's funny. It's
So-
hard because it's hard to talk about a short because if you talk about it, you say what it is. So
That's
so it's
true.
like, hey, it's like, tell me about it. It's like, well, watch it because it's
Yeah.
7 fucking minutes.
Yeah,
It's like,
30 seconds. I can explain the whole thing to you and ruin it. But
no, it's like, I mean, the premise is like, it's a guy that goes to is dating a girl and goes to her house and then
yeah, you're gonna do it.
and
You're
that's
doing
it. That's
doing
it. He meets.
That's all you need,
That's all
to,
you need
know
to know,
for now.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic. And I noticed a lot of the names in the cast, so I'm really curious. I'm curious about a whole bunch of things.
All right.
But let's start off with a cast of your little short film. You've there's some recognizable. You insourced it. Didn't you?
Yes. I mean, that's if it's I mean, a lot of it's a short, so like this basically was me and my writing partner Steve Ladd, and we're the ones who put up the money.
Right.
So obviously, like you want to save as much as you can. So we did it. My sister helped me out a lot because she put her house up, to shoot, and then also she helped me with it.
Here's the answer that I think I'm really going to enjoy and who played the nanny?
My sister's nanny
So
helped her.
So
maid.
that was the nanny's debut acting job.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna-
what's funny is
She
like
crushes it. And,
my girlfriend also helped out on the short, but what's funny is like when it came out, she was like, it's like the nanny's name is Margarita, and she was like,
right.
and she was like, wow, like Margarita's on HBO and I'm not, and she's an actress, so she's like, what the fuck? But I was like, no, like so, and then I have my nephews in it too when he was a
Right.
baby, and then the girl who's acted with me is a friend of mine. Her name is Jade Catapreta, and she's a comic
Right.
that we
yeah.
started together at the Comedy Store. So obviously, yeah, it was it's, I mean, because that's what we do, in terms of writing a short or writing sketches,
Yeah.
and when we put people in. But yeah, it was great to be able to have an idea and to execute it. I think that's the most
Exactly.
important.
Yeah, because this only gives me follow questions. I enjoy passing these questions on because these are questions that I get when I put something out as well.
Yeah.
Or you always get those questions of like, everybody prioritizes the writing, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
But there's so much more that needs to be done beyond that because you guys created this film and like it existed before it was on HBO. Like HBO Max didn't come to you and go make something for us.
I wish that was like, I'm not
Wouldn't
Adam
that be
Sandler.
amazing?
Yeah, hey, we're gonna give you a contract of 5 shorts. You just gotta produce one every year. Oh yeah,
Wow, how cool would
that'd be the fucking goal.
That's that level. But at this level, you created this a couple years ago, and then it's not even necessarily shopping it around, is it? But you did festivals and stuff,
Yes.
right?
Well, and that's the whole thing. It's like, I think that's why it's like doing stuff at the end of the day when people ask you, like, you got to do stuff because you want to do it, not for the end result of like I never thought it was going to be on HBO. That's awesome.
A financial gain is a happy bonus.
Yeah. Or even like, or sometimes people like, they want to do something to be viral. It's like, just do it because you want to do it. If it goes viral, that's great, but it's not in. But that wasn't the end result.
Those are great when you get those casting calls or whatever, and they go, or even when you get an email from a fan or something, or even from contemporaries who are like, why don't you do something viral?
Yes.
Why don't you? It's like
which
when they go,
like that's not even like possible. You don't have like whatever goes viral is a baby playing with a cat. Yeah. Like how the fuck, like
you don't get to choose.
You don't need to choose, and also I don't want to be viral. Like I want to have a successful career.
That's true too. A lot of people go viral for the wrong reasons.
Yes.
So it's remarkable when they brag about it. When you read something go, well, I had a video go viral last year.
Like that's a credit.
Yeah, it was you yelling racist remarks at a person in a cafe. Why are you like? Well, it got me 30,000 followers. So
they're all like, racist. Those followers are racist.
Yeah, they're either racist or they're people who want to hate follow you. And numbers count.
But what you said, like the whole point of doing the short was like, hey, we came up with something that was funny, that we wanted to do it, and then to submit it to festivals. So this was done. It got done in 2000. I think we finished the final product like late 2018, and then we started submitting to festivals, and it got into the it's called NALIP, which is National Association of Latino Independent Producers. And then he got into the JFL festival.
Cool.
As well at Vancouver. In Vancouver, he went there.
Wow. So you're like, he did the rounds.
So we did the rounds and we did it, and
because the cool thing is, this was before HBO Max existed.
It wasn't even like a
film.
thing.
Yeah, because I like the idea that somewhere out there was an HBO executive who saw your short film and went, we need to create a medium. So that we can help get Francisco's movie out there, and then they went and created HBO Max
just for zoo animals.
Yes, that's
they're like, and then like, hey, we can also add the Fresh Prince reunion here and Friends, which kind of make us money. Because this short,
we might as well give them a chance.
Yeah.
Well, fantastic, man.
But so he got lucky that he got, because when we started talking to HBO, and then finally got sold. And I mean, I just thought, I was like, well, I guess it's going to air on HBO on demand, or like in a channel, like at 3 a.m. or whatever.
Some digital extension of it or something.
But the fact that now there's a streaming, like Netflix, where you can just like literally just, search for it and find it and right away, which is great.
Yeah. So everybody check it out. Zoo Animals
on HBO Max.
And it's well worth your 7 minutes.
Yes, I mean
7
you can literally like take a shit and watch it. You know what I mean?
If that isn't a selling point, I don't know what. In fact, that's the best selling point of anybody pushing a short. Hey, do you have to shit today? Well, have we got the perfect? Unless you're constipated, this is the perfectly
because a
timed
good shit takes 7 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Is that the fact?
I think the average.
Did you guys consider that before you made the film?
That was the thing.
Did you have
a selling point.
What are we aiming for? We want a good
shit in.
What's a good toilet seat time?
Short. 7 minutes.
7 minutes. That's what we're.
That's true.
Yeah. What else can you do? So
it's enough to watch something, and be like, all right, cool. And then flush it out.
Yeah, man. It was very entertaining. Always happy to
Yeah. Have you done any shorts?
I have done a couple shorts. I have some
You have?
animations as well, and but nothing on HBO Max. I've never.
No, no.
So,
But like,
uh,
have you had the process of doing a short or like,
yeah,
you know, like,
yeah, I've
'cause
done a
it
few.
was hard like doing it. I mean, even like it's 7 minutes that you watch it and you're like, but it took a long time
Oh
to
yeah,
come up with the idea, then to find the people to actually, you know, to shoot it, and the people and the
yeah.
place and then finally we had it, and the editing, the post production. I mean,
It takes forever
it's
to edit
crazy.
something.
Like that's why it's like imagine like doing like an actual full
Yeah,
feature film.
yeah.
And
No
it's
wonder
like
it takes
so
forever.
long, forever. But I was like, so I learned a lot on doing, learned a
Yeah,
lot of what not to do as well. You know,
right.
of like even like because I directed it too, and like just a lot of shit that I was like, ah man, I should have done that. I should have done this. I should have done
The
that. But
little tricks you learn, but yeah, I mean, I can't fault it, man. I think
yeah,
it was great.
thank you, man.
Even the kid, toddler, baby. I don't know what to call them. I don't have
My
one of these things.
nephew.
But yes, your nephew. Your nephew even crushes it with some
Yeah,
reactions
which
and
was
some.
even working with that, like how to
Like,
work
he
with
knows
a
what he's
baby.
doing.
Like, because we had to do like, hey, do this, like record it, like,
Yeah.
and then start editing and find, because you have to record a lot and then find like, okay, this one fits for this,
Yeah.
this one fits for that, because obviously he's a baby. You're not telling him, he doesn't know what lines means or
Or
anything
so
like
we think.
that. Or so we think.
I don't know. Some of that it seemed like some pretty intuitive acting. So great! What a lovely little family you've got to
Yeah.
help you out. You know,
Yeah, it was good. It was good to be able to do it, and it's a family affair.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
And speaking of family affairs, I hear word that Mama's coming to town. As
Yeah,
well.
yeah, she is, and well, she's coming today, and she
She's
missed
coming
her flight.
today.
Yes, she missed her flight. She's been doing a connection in Miami, and she missed her flight because she fell asleep
Yeah.
on the terminal. You know, like
What time was this flight at? Like, is
no,
she?
no, it was in that 3 in the afternoon. Like
Wow, has your mom got like narcolepsy?
no, I think you know, like I guess she drank or something. I don't know. Like what's funny is like
at a time of, like just there's a pandemic. So if you're flying, it's stressful
You're
anyway.
stressful.
How
That's how my
laid
mom
back
is, yeah.
your mom that even at peak
the
stress in society, your mom is
she's like
in Florida. She's in
Florida,
Miami
yeah,
Airport.
which is
You know,
like bad. Yeah,
this
yeah,
is just
yeah.
this is the place to fall asleep. Holy cow,
And I
Mama
think, and we
Ramos.
were talking because me and my sister were talking back and forth. Did you make it to the, you know, because she stayed over one night. She's like, "Did you make it to the hotel? Fine, yeah." She woke up. Okay, cool. You made it to the. She checked in. She was great. 2 hours, 3 hours before the flight, and then she goes,
Oh,
and then
God.
apparently she goes to the gate, you know, and like obviously they change the gates because they always change the gates, you know.
Yeah.
And
Last minute.
and obviously she fell asleep. I mean, and but what's funny is that she sends us a voice message, and she's like, I missed the flight. Like, you know, I'm thinking like, oh, they changed it from Terminal D to A. No, she is from
36 to 34
yeah,
or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
two
God.
gates. You know, she's like, I didn't make it.
Oh, no.
I was like, you fell asleep. I was like, because obviously, like, if you're awake, you should know, like, well, it's 30 minutes
should,
before flight.
although
Nobody's coming in. I should ask.
Yeah,
you know.
it has happened to me though.
You fell
with
asleep?
me and a girlfriend. We didn't fall. No, I mean we didn't fall asleep. We literally we were watching. We were about maybe 50 yards from the boarding gate, and we had a stewardess or whatever like lecture us because we couldn't sit. So I was with a girlfriend at the time. We were flying to Hawaii. We couldn't sit close enough to the gates. We're about 50 yards away, and we could see.
Why
it.
couldn't say?
And because it was everybody was
Oh,
taken
got
up,
it.
right? It's like 6 a.m. And it's busy, and so
You're
we're
going to
watching,
Hawaii?
and we were going to Hawaii, and literally we're watching people go on, and like a snappy steward or whatever, we'll tell you, we'll make an announcement, and we were listening, and there was never any announcements. And so I just sat there, and girlfriend leaning on my shoulder, and I literally watched them. And I remember thinking, well, this isn't our flight, obviously, if we've been told, like, wait for the announcement. And I just mean, maybe it was 6 a.m, so some people some employees cut corners or whatever. I go, yeah, I announced it. There was no announcement or anything. And then we walked up as she was closing the gate. We go, no, that's us. She's like, it's
so
too
you
late.
were on the thing and you saw people go in.
We were checked in. We literally watched people go on, but we assumed that it wasn't our flight because we were told. We were told, no, you're not yet. You hold on. We'll make an announcement. So that was a hassle.
So what happened? Did you?
We had to get rescheduled. I think we managed to. Get on our next flight.
Was your girlfriend mad at that point?
She luckily, I don't remember her being mad. I remember both of us feeling like we're idiots. It's a good thing that there's not a specific somebody, because we both watched this happen right in front of us, and we both thought, well, we're fine because we haven't been told.
That's good.
And then just out of curiosity, we're like, let's check and make sure. And then, we didn't blame each other. I've been in those circumstances though too. When you
flying is fucking. I mean, it's like, especially like when you. I mean, like the whole connection thing is just sometimes it's just very fucking annoying because it's like like some airports are so. I mean, they go from like Terminal A to Terminal E. It's like it's literally like 2 miles that you have to walk and through all the. I mean, I'm like, and you got 30 minutes, so you're like home alone in that shit.
Especially
like,
in these travel hubs are a new thing to me anyway in America because I think because I lived in London, so London is a travel hub. Yeah, London, so usually I think if I went to Heathrow or Stansted or whatever, I usually only had, sometimes when you fly to Europe, you have to transfer maybe in Holland or something. But for the most part, I guess you're at a travel hub. Every flight in Europe is just it's a puddle jumper. Yeah. Basically, you Edinburgh 50 minutes. So that's always good. But yes, these travel hubs, like I wasn't ready for like Atlanta. Atlanta's the one that pops into my head. I don't know if other ones are like that, but
there's Dallas, there's Charlotte. I fly a lot of American, Chicago.
All right, so you got tons of them, and then Chicago is like 2 airports.
Minnesota.
But basically, if you have 45 minutes and more than one airline, like if it's been bad news, man.
Yeah. Like
bad news. I want an hour so I can at least I can just relax.
I do an hour and a half. I walk. I go to the. Are you an Admirals Club guy?
No, I don't. I'm not a frequent flyer.
You're not?
Junkie. No,
But you fly a lot as a.
Fly a lot, but I just take whatever. But also, I fly to Canada, and it doesn't work as much for Canada because. For my Canadian flights, because WestJet and the Canadian ones, they're not affiliated with Delta or so I just made the decision a long time ago. I'm not gonna buy into a loyalty program. I'm just gonna take whichever
I do, and I like
me.
it. I like having that loyalty.
Yeah?
I like having my
to,
status.
Have a shower there or something.
Yeah. If I want to, there's showers. Right. I like going to the because I realize it's like, look, you don't spend. It's like. We travel a lot, so it's like the morning. There's like, it's like if you don't like the money that I spend on paying for this Admiral Club or the card, the whatever, it's the same amount of money that you spend buying every time you go into the airport, the Starbucks or the whatever. But you go to the Admirals Club, everything's there included. It's free. Yeah. So you get the coffee, you get the stuff, and you eat there, and you can chill there, and you can. You don't have to be with everybody, with the people and whatever.
Yeah, I get it. I know, but I don't buy into it. I consider an airport journey. I consider it a war of attrition. No, I keep my
thing
head
is
down.
like if I'm flying a lot,
I get in there. No. I hunker down on a seat somewhere. I mind my own business. No. I just sit there and I wait.
And that's another thing too. I can choose my own seat, so I choose always the
recliner
exit ones where I can stretch, and I like having that choice. I like going in early, and I don't want to. I like having. I mean, my thing is like if I'm gonna fly a lot, I have to make it as easy as possible for me to not, because it's already annoying. Yeah, it's like we're not flying privately. We're not flying first class. Nobody's getting us picked up. After the rental car bullshit. A lot.
So are you an aisle seat or a window seat then?
No, I like aisle seat now more. I used to like window seat, but now I like because aisle seat I can always get up and move. I don't have to be like, excuse me. Like
that's so I take window and I just lean against the window and I just mind my own business and I don't even.
Yeah, but if it's a long flight, you can't just mind your own business for. And sometimes we live in LA, so every time it's a long flight.
if it's a long flight, there's usually enough space to get out. Maybe sometimes.
Yeah, but you still gotta be
uh,
like, excuse me, and like, yeah, fuck it. I
Yeah.
like just being able
See,
to
because
get
I
up
also
whenever I want.
because I don't get up and I don't line up with everybody else either. I sit in the chair. I wait for everybody to go on, and I just sit. I enjoy my time in the chair. I don't know.
What do you mean? Like you let everybody out?
I let everybody on, and I let everybody out.
Oh,
as
you
well.
won't go in first?
I don't.
Oh no,
I
fuck
don't.
that.
I can't stand it.
No,
I
because
can't stand
a lot
it.
of it is like my carry-on. I gotta have my space of my carry-on. If you wait, you get there. Now go sit
Yeah.
in the back. Fuck no.
See, I also
You don't have carry-on?
I travel so minimal, especially if it's a 2-day.
So
if
what do you do?
If we're working Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I have one bag.
Yeah, a carry-on.
No, it's like it fits under my legs.
Ah, but that's what
Boom.
that's like homeless travel.
No, it's called efficient. It's
No,
efficient travel.
what is-
I'm on, I'm off, I'm out of the airport.
But then what do you put? You have underwear? You bring underwear?
Yeah, socks, underwear.
And then what about your jeans?
How many socks and underwear do you have that you need
I
a
mean,
huge carry on?
if I'm doing 3 days, I'm bringing 4 just in case.
That's me too.
You know,
Yeah.
4 of each. Then I have to have like 2 or 3 shirts,
Yep, me too.
1 jean, maybe 2, maybe 1 or whatever.
Me too.
Other stuff. I mean, that's a lot of shit. And then maybe like
That is still only that much.
nah, not for me.
Yeah,
And then I also have to bring my other stuff, for the hair.
Right. Okay. How much shit for your hair do you got? That,
mean,
see,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I'm good to go. Deodorant, toothbrush.
I done the when
Maybe
it
some
was
hair
when it's
stuff.
one nighters. I've done the when it's like I'm just
Yeah.
gonna bring one thing,
Yeah.
like one little bag, and that's cool
Right.
because I don't have to worry about that.
Well, see.
But if it's more than one day, I need to bring the carry on.
Well, see, I think we just have a cutoff difference because I started with one night and going, oh, good, I'm only doing a one nighter, so I can pack less.
Like that's
But then after a couple one nighters, I started going, you know what? I could do this for 2 days. I can do it. So it stayed like that size.
No, yeah,
you
no,
know?
but if
And
it's longer
great.
than
and
that,
I just get in there, I wedge it under my seat and sit there comfortably. I
But
can
also,
reach
I
everything.
don't like putting stuff under my. Then I can't stretch my feet.
Oh, I don't put it under the front. I put it under.
No,
Like-
you
like-
can't do
like-
that. That's
like
not
under my
that's-
ass.
That's not yours. That's not yours.
You go ahead and bust me. then.
No, like
try
that's
to
that's the other person.
No. There's a metal bar there. You can't put it back under your seat. I just tuck it, bam, right in there under the seat, under my legs. See the way my legs are out right
Yeah?
now? Yeah.
No,
It's
that
great.
but that.
I'm a very efficient traveler.
No.
Very
no,
efficient, man.
No.
Yeah, on and off, fresh.
I like.
Got enough deodorant to go. I don't
Yeah.
need to.
No, I mean I
'Cause I don't want to
understand
stand there
that.
with everybody and.
No, yeah,
with
that's
that
I know. I
stuff.
mean, but it's like sometimes. I mean, I learned to be like, well, you gotta, because sometimes you gotta bring some stuff. You're like, fuck, I forgot, and then you gotta buy it. And
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I have this in my house. Why didn't I bring it?
I tell you what, and this evolved out of because I used to sell T-shirts on the road.
Oh,
so
yeah, the
that
merch,
was,
yeah, that's
So the
annoying, too.
merch was that was that phase of
Which is
like,
that's
yeah,
very
I
annoying
definitely
because
had
you're bringing.
carry-ons
You
for
have to
that.
bring a whole like
You have to bring
another different suitcase for that.
Yeah, it's almost not a carry-on.
No, you have
basically,
to
if
check
want.
it in.
Yeah.
Another thing too that
And
I've
it's
done
and it's
sometimes.
$25 too.
No,
so
you see, I
so
have
you're like,
status, so it's free.
hey, yeah. See, look, that's.
But that's another thing too. I've done the check-in where I just check in everything, and that's also fun too because, like if you're not in a rush, you check it, and then you don't have to worry about finding space on the plane. You don't have to
right.
because that's another
But
thing
then
too.
you
when
have to
it's-
wait at the other end though. For it
Yeah,
to come
but
off.
but it's not that. I mean, usually it's
See,
not
it's
that
very
far.
hard to
You gotta
like,
find at the end of the day, it's like find whatever works for you. You know what I mean?
I think I have done a
It's like a woman.
survey before on Twitter of like I've done a little survey of like when the flight is boarding, do you guys get up and queue up with everybody to get on your flight, or do you just sit there? Because I feel like
No, I am if I'm going because I have status. So like I'm gonna go.
So
one of
you
the
get on
first
early.
ones. Yeah. Like I'm not gonna.
Are you boarding one? You're like the first people.
I'm like in American. No, one is first class.
Okay.
Then is the two is what someone that I never see anybody, and then three. I'm three. I'm zone 3. So
Right.
it's. I mean, there's people that's like zone. Sometimes people like zone 9. I was like, what the fuck? Like zone
That's
9
probably
is
what
like,
I do.
Yeah.
I do zone. Give me whatever is off the
No,
charts.
I don't like
so that
that.
you don't talk to me. Just leave me alone. I just have my headphones on, and I
No.
don't want to. Because
Zone 9 is like might as well take a bus.
I can't get into that. but I can't get in. Like even pre-board, like I'm not jealous. See this is the thing. I remember back in the day learning about when I was in college. I learned about aesthetic perception. You know, like what people value and stuff, and like how they perceive the value of something. And I think I learned early on that I have a very low aesthetic perception because I don't see value in some of these things that people love. Like when they go, oh, I have status and I get on first.
No, but I
because
like
I literally, when I get on a plane and I'm walking past those first class people, even then I walk past and I go, wow, you guys have been sitting here for like 50 minutes. Must drive. Like to me, that's
it's the same. But you're
thing.
already set up. They already give you drinks. You're set up. You're ready to go. I don't want to bother you. Not this whole one. I'm like, I'm coming late.
Yeah,
I'm like, excuse me. You know.
Yeah. See, maybe it's a restlessness thing though, because it would drive me nuts to be in that. Even if you think that you get your free orange juice or whatever. I don't want to be. I don't want to be sitting there for 50 minutes, and then you have to watch everyone walk
But it's the
past,
same thing. You're sitting outside.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
comfortably and relax, and I get to break
Comfortably. Those chairs suck.
it up. But I have a tiny bag, so I sit my tiny bag there. I'm like, I think I've crushed it. I've totally figured out how to do this.
Nah. I mean, everybody has their own system. I mean,
Yeah.
like
Well,
I
that's
said,
it too. I
it's
think
whatever works for everybody.
we end up traveling so much.
I
to
like
get a system.
yeah, because it's hard when I had a buddy when I went to Vancouver for the zoo animals. With
Yeah.
my Steve, and yeah, he was like, I was like, well, we gotta go to the airport, and he's like, and he wanted to go there like an hour before. I was like, what? No, we gotta get there early. I gotta get set up, and he's like, why? And he was like, the guy's like, literally wants just to get there when the plane's about to, and I'm like, nah, I need to be there early. I need to have my. I don't like the whole just roll
I don't enjoy that either. Yeah,
then I have I'm gonna lose the flight. I don't like that.
Yeah, one thing goes wrong.
Yeah, you're fucked.
And you're screwed. Yeah, I always plan a couple hours in advance. And
yeah, I don't mind sitting and waiting. Again, I'll go to the.
I think that's it too. I think the advent of the mobile phone
has changed. You can work,
and that's why I'm saying is So in some ways, I don't need that extra status work because a lot of times, say my flight's in the morning, I get to the airport, but I can literally sit there and whatever, then get my emails done and get that. But I get that you have a lounge or whatever that's more comfortable.
Because it's more.
But I've just never.
But the lounge also it's also because you have the included food and also sometimes you get a chance.
in all of them though because I've been in because sometimes they give me the lounge or whatever and I go in and then I feel that it's really lackluster because there's some bad ones.
Well, it depends on the airports.
Really, people are paying extra for this.
If the airports are like the big airports, are they good lounges? And sometimes I've got into the ones that are like the first class lounge.
Yeah,
and those are like. Then they got like every kind of alcohol you got. They got every food. You got fucking prosciutto and shit like that. That's like
because I did treat myself one time. Like the one time I was in Germany, and I had a landing at 2 a.m., leaving at 10 a.m. kind of thing. And I do remember I bought one of those little. Whatever passes for the lounge and stuff, and it had a shower. Yeah. And I had a shower and a nap and some food and stuff in this thing. And I remember that. But overall, I think it was still it's still quite expensive. But maybe that's it. Maybe I still channel the how you used to have to rough it to work the circuit, especially when you're a newer comic.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
And I still keep a little piece of that with I've slept in bus stops and stuff.
Yeah, I don't want to do any of that.
Aesthetic perception, baby. Oh, I loved it. I got really romantic about it.
Oh, I don't like that. I want to get to a point where like somebody's getting picked me up. I don't have to deal with anything. Go to the nice hotel. I and that's the thing. Ever since I started comedy, I was like, I don't like I'm on the road by myself in a rental car. No,
right.
I want somebody to drive me.
Oh, I've definitely got tired. I've definitely got tired of it. But
it's tiring, It's fun because you're doing it, but it's also it's not glamorous,
No, it's not glamorous, and there's a lot of low rent hotels.
Yeah.
But that's just it. I find myself I don't really feel any complaint. I've seen people complain about things that I just feel is an endurance because last summer I did a show. In Bristol in England, and the next day I had to be in Leeds, and that's like a 4.5 to 6 hour drive depending on the traffic and stuff like that. And the guy who promoted me in Bristol didn't realize that there was the Glastonbury Festival was on, and all the hotels were gone. And he was like shrugging his shoulders after the show, going,
So
"I
what'd
don't
you
have
do?
anywhere for you to stay." So I drove to Leeds, and I got to the hotel, but I wasn't allowed to check in until like 10 in the morning or 11 in the morning. But so I was a bit annoyed, but I had driven all this way now, and so now it's like 4 in the morning or whatever, and I literally slept in their lobby until they were offended enough to go, should we just get this guy in his room? So that's the move I pull. I'll show up to your hotel at 4 in the morning. Oh, the room's not ready? Oh, I'll just sleep here with my just comfortably, and I won't offend any of your hotel guests at all.
Yeah, I do have to say before we leave is like that. I think it's like the flight. I mean, if you've flown business class or first class, like it does make a difference when they're like long flights. Like the one that I took that I was like, oh, like it made such a huge difference. I was flying from New York to LA, and and it was like all in a business class, and you get there and like the ones you lay down and like gives you the food.
Yeah.
I mean, and that was like I actually rested. Like I woke up and I was like it was like I had the thing, you know, because you and then you start feel don't you get a little more like you're like a royalty. You're like, right? Then more.
Yeah, I mean there are. Yeah, see, it's still kind of new, a little bit new to me, like because long haul in America, like coast to coast in America, there are some rough planes every now and then, and I'm not ready for that because long haul, like say to Australia or stuff from Britain, even the what do you call them, working class seats, or they're even nice, they're even great. So maybe that's just it. Maybe I haven't gotten used to how shitty they can be.
Yeah, here are really bad if you don't get, especially if you're flying from LA to New York and you get like the bad economy seat. That's like, man, that's like not. I mean, I do it because I don't have money, and sometimes when I get the miles, I get the
Feel free to lecture me about it in the comments. Let us know who you agree with.
Yeah, what do you expect?
Because I would love to know if there's other people who are like, yeah, man, just soldier through and just get
or if
there.
they give us good tips about traveling as well.
Yeah, that's
like what's a good one to do? Like, because I think I found that like the Admirals Club, and also you can get so much coffee and you can bring shit from there that you can take to the plane. So it's like,
you can load up on snacks.
You're saving money.
You're saving money by spending all that money.
By spending all that money, but no.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. Check out Zoo Animals. Check out Francisco. It's so much fun.
HBO Max. Just put Zoo Animals, and also follow us on all the social media
stuff.
Yeah, just follow us and write our comments and subscribe in the YouTube channel.
Yeah, man.